from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is.
Good morning and welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show. Joining us this morning we have Melody Philpott from Thomson Netball Club. Welcome, Melody.
So excited to have you here.
We are excited to have you here. We talk about you every week and the goals that you've been scoring and what's been happening out there. So welcome and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Not a problem. So Thomson, you know, every week we also talk about how much you guys have improved and the margins that you guys have lessened, and I guess the amount of goals that you're scoring, which is a huge thing. How do you think your year's going?
Yeah, we've definitely improved. Like we're working really hard just to close the gap, I guess, and I think we're kind of coming together more as a team, and it's really showing on the court, definitely.
I think it's showing in your scores as well. I do. Are there many changes in your team from last year? Because you were there last year, and you did have a little bit of time in B grade this year, and you've gone back up to A grade. So what's happening with your A grade team compared to last year?
Compared to last year, we did lose quite a few players from last year, but this year we've come back and we do have quite a few new players in our A side, but I think, and we've got quite a few young players as well, and I think definitely that we're just getting to know everyone and just sort of now coming into the later stage of the season, we're really working on like systems and that sort of thing with our new team, and we're really trying hard just to get that happening.
Yeah, and I think that is paying off, as you said. And your coach out there, who's coaching you this year?
At the moment we've got Jill coaching us. She's doing a really good job. She's really her attitude's fantastic. She's so encouraging, so supportive, and she's doing her best. So where's Jill come from? She's been there a while. She she has been working with the under-13s as well as all of the senior teams, and she's just a face around the club that everyone knows, and we all kind of respect her. And
What was her last name?
Fry.
Okay, excellent.
I was going to ask questions. So it's great to have you here, Melody. I'm one of your biggest fans. I think it's wonderful from a league and a club point of view that Thomson are bringing up an up-and-coming junior and seeing your development over the last couple of years. It's been brilliant, so you should be really proud of that, and Thomson obviously are very proud of you as well. You're a very strong goal shooter and very, very hard to beat on any day. So at the age of 16, I think that's a fantastic accomplishment, and you're just going to get better and better. So from a junior point of view, are you playing juniors anywhere?
I'm playing at Thomson for the under-17s when I can, of course, because I do play school netball as well, usually on a Saturday morning. So yeah, but I do love playing with the under-17s at Thomson. I try and get there whenever I can. I wouldn't miss it, but I bet
they'd be pretty happy to have you on
I
their side too.
Yeah, well, it's always fun when we get to play, and I love watching them. You know, you sort of realise how far you do come so quickly, and just seeing them learn so much, and it's so much fun, and to help them out like that, you know, give them little tips when you can, just sort of that sort of thing. It's really great.
And who's been your biggest support at the club that's really encouraged you and, you know, motivated you to take that next step?
Look, Courtney's done really well. Courtney MacLeod, she was originally when in 2010 when I came back to play seniors, Mum rang up the club and was like, "Oh, do you think you'd have a spot?" And Courtney and Donna both said, "Oh, sure, I'm sure we'll find somewhere." So I showed up for my first game and I played D grade and worked my way up from there. So.
Absolutely, and I'd say any club would have welcomed you and would be happy to have you, but I'm sure that Thomson won't want to be letting you go at all. So. Oh
no, I don't think he'll be leaving Thomson for quite a while.
That's really, really nice to hear. It is really nice to hear that someone has a dedication to a team. Junior-wise, how are they going? Have you got full junior teams this year?
We do have a full under-13 side, and they're taking the little steps, doing the little things, and the under-17s, they did have an under-15s, I think, at one stage, but I think they merged with the under-17s just sort of numbers and that sort of thing, and balancing it all out. So, yeah, but the under-17s and the under-13 teams are looking strong, and they're gradually sort of introducing some of the under-17s, I think, into D grade and senior netball.
Which is great. It is good.
And Nicole, Petra, is that how you pronounce it, the goalkeeper for Thomson?
Yeah, goalkeeper.
Did I pronounce that properly? Not good with stuff like that. She's a really tall girl as well, and I know when we played you earlier in the season, we were really impressed. She reads the ball really well coming into the goal ring, and she's a big asset to have at your club.
Yeah, definitely. We've had quite a few tall new players come in this year, and it definitely just, their height is so impressive on the court. Like, it just has a massive impact.
And you've got your set 7, set 9 every week, that your squad that you work with, that Jill works with?
It does vary a little bit, just, you know, trying out new things and that sort of thing. But generally we try and keep it as constant as we can, and just
good.
Yep. So who are you shooting with? You're obviously goal shooter. Who's playing goal attack with you majority of the time?
Mostly Nicole. She's 17. She's just come this year, and we work really well together. I love playing with her. It's just so much fun, like just working together, and we've definitely got more confident as a pair as the years gone on. So, and we have little nicknames for each other. It's just so much fun, like, definitely.
I'm sure that's something that will blossom over the coming years, which will be fantastic.
She's so fast. She just runs that goal ring.
That's her job. That's what she's got to do. You've just got to stand there, Melody, and watch her.
Yeah.
And Jill, who's coaching, is she coaching all the senior grades this year?
She's working primarily with A and B grade at the moment. Yep. So, yeah.
Yep, and she is going to be around for the next few years, or we're not so sure yet?
Hopefully. Well, we'll see. You know, depends on the situation. Things might change.
Yep. And the new recruits that you've got down there, are they people who have known people down at Thomson, or are they sort of just come in? What sort of happened recruiting-wise?
I think a bit of both, but, you know, I know the club's done a lot of recruiting through the universities and that sort of thing, but you know, there is, like, you do try and get as many as your friends to come and play, that sort of thing. So it's I'm not sure where everyone comes from, but it's great to have them nonetheless. So
absolutely. No, look, as we said, we're rapt to see the change in Thomson this year, and the goals scored, and even when you're playing the higher teams, that, you know, West is in the same position, no injuries down there at Thomson?
No, not yet. So
good.
Fingers crossed. Just
Long West are the only team at the moment, Melody.
Got a list of them, which is really hurting us. So fingers crossed that, you know, keeps on not happening down there.
But I was going to ask a question. How did you find Werribee and playing on their experienced defenders on the weekend?
Werribee are always so strong. As just, you know, they work really well as a team. They play such a tight zone defence, which is always interesting to come up against. But, you know, you just take it as it comes. Whatever defender you've got, you just, you know.
Each game's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Melody, so much for coming on. It was great to be able to speak to you, and we wish Thomson all the best for the rest of the season. I think that win's not very far away. I know you've had a draw this year, but I'd say that it's just around the corner. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. We'll be back after the break.
We are the raiders from all around your lawn.